Hi, and welcome to this video where we will learn to build and resolve different augmented sixth chords. First, we're going to get into this topic by looking at cadences. Yes, the Phrygian cadence. The Phrygian cadence gets its characteristic sound from the downward half-step motion in the bass, in this case caused by a 4-6 to 5. Notice that both the bass and the soprano move by step in opposite direction to the 5th scale degree, or sol. 4 moving to 5 is a whole step, which is fine, but notice that the flat 6 does a really great job of leading to 5, kind of like a tendency tone. This is why leading tones have such a strong pull to tonic, that half-step relationship. So why not give that strong pull to both of the outer voices? If we do this, a new chord is born. Look at the interval between the two tendency tones, an augmented 6. This is why we call this an augmented 6 chord, and this one specifically, the Italian augmented 6. Let's look at exactly how to build this. We have a flat 6 scale degree, or lay, in the bass, and a sharp 4 scale degree, or fi, in the soprano. That's why these are sometimes called lay-fi chords. And with the Italian version, we also have a doubled tonic note, and that's it. So in total, just flat 6, 1, and sharp 4, or lay, do, and fi. But that's not all. This isn't the only type of augmented 6 chord. The French augmented 6 is built exactly the same way as the Italian augmented 6, but with an added 2nd scale degree, or re. To me, it sounds even more rich than the Italian augmented 6. It has a very characteristic sound that makes it unique from other chords. However, we aren't quite done here. The German augmented 6 is built just like the Italian augmented 6, but with an added flat 3 scale degree, or me. It sounds very similar, but still different than the other two. To me, it has an even fuller and richer sound. So these are the 3 types of augmented 6 chords. I mentioned this briefly at the beginning of the video, but let's talk about voice leading. Going back to the Italian, we have lay and fi, our tendency tones, and the tonic note. With the other chords, we won't have this issue, but since the Italian only has 3 individual notes, we need to decide which one to double in a 4-part texture. Thankfully, our job is pretty easy when we ask this question. Can we double a tendency tone? Never. And because lay and fi are our tendency tones, both moving to sol, we simply double the tonic note. Now, let's see how this resolves. Flat 6 goes down to 5, and sharp 4 goes up to 5, so our tendency tones are taken care of. The 2 tonic notes can technically go wherever they want, but smooth voice leading is the goal. Thankfully, they can each just move either up or down a step to fill in the rest of the notes of the 5 chord, giving a nice spacing in the middle. And that's going to form the basis for all augmented 6 chord voice leading, but let's look at the French and see if it's any different. Our outer voices are still the same, and we have that added 2nd scale degree in the middle. We can move to the same voicing of the 5 chord, and look, it's even easier this time. The 2nd scale degree can stay a common tone with the 5, so the French gives an even smoother resolution. Now let's look at the German augmented 6 and see how it resolves. Oh no! We moved our inner voices to the closest possible option, and we created parallel fifths. Let's see if there's another dominant chord that we can move to that doesn't cause any problems. Now that's much better. With a cadential 6/4, we get 2 common tones in the inner voices instead of those parallel fifths. This is why the German augmented 6 typically resolves to a cadential 6/4 first before moving to the 5. So now you've learned how to build and resolve the 3 types of augmented 6 chords. In the next video, you'll see how they're used in music and learn how to put them in your own progressions.